the history and what we've been able to do. Can we have the presentation? And I hope that the JCSC link is on as well. While the presentation turns up, I was the president of Jain Center of Southern California in 2002-03, and we were talking mainly, it was Dr. Manibhai Mehta, myself, and few others. How do we get into doing humanitarian work? And as you all know, that religion, humanity, putting them together is not that easy. And we literally consulted a firm, and they advised us, go on a complete separate route, have a separate organization, including its bylaws, board of directors, etc. So that was the beginning of Anekant Community Center. Next. It's a video. I hope you enjoyed this little video that I have enjoyed for 10 years. Believe it or not, I have many videos, nothing beats this one. The guy who made the video is a pilot in Southwest Airlines, again. Yeah. And Anil Patel, there were two of them. Next. So, what are our goals? Humanitarian services here and abroad, and also support young adults wishing to start non-profit organizations. And we have helped with 3 groups so far. Believe it or not, one of them in Chicago. It's completely funded by community donations, and everybody is a volunteer. We don't have any paid employee. What does that mean? Every dollar anybody donates, 100 cents go towards humanitarian work. Next. I will say a line or two and request those who are here to stand up and be recognized. Kantibai Shah, we don't mind if we can turn lights on a little bit more, but it can be, if it is too much, I understand. Kantibai is our current president. I will say a little bit again, but I can't resist. He has been the president for 8 years, got tremendous energy of backing things that ACC needed. And I will end with one thing right now and then add more when we give him the award. Can you imagine how old is he today? 89. Anybody else? He is 92 years old. You must stand, Kantibai. People want to see you. Thank you. He has served for 8 years as a president. Dr. Mahendrabhai Shah, please rise. Please don't be timid. Please rise. We want to save time and move on. He's an active religious committee person and many other things of Jain Center of Southern California. Thank you, Mahendra Bhai. Pramod Bhai Shah is our treasurer. Unfortunately, his older brother passed away and had to had to go to New Jersey. But you ask him something today, guaranteed in a day or two that money will be sent to many countries that we have been sending. Thank you, Pramod Bhai, appreciate it. Mahesh Bhai Wadar is, Mahesh Bhai, I know, but you need to rise, right? Another active community member, businessman, etc. Amrit Bhai Bhandari, please rise, thank you. Any local community organizations, and you will see Amrit Bhai Bhandari's name. Dr. Ramesh Bhai Kothari, dentist, active member here, and also he volunteers with us in Zambia and Mexico. Mukund Bhai Shah, he founded one of our subsidiary, Nalinisa Cancer Fund, that I'll take a little bit about. He couldn't be here. Priti Ben Khara couldn't be here also. Another active Pathshala teacher and a community member. Next. Now, I'm going to walk, you can turn the lights off now a little bit. I'm going to walk you through different parts of the world, guys. So just relax and enjoy the breeze. This is where it all started. 1991 was the first year when we did Jain Center, Southern California Health Fair. I wasn't here in that year. I came in 91 July, and then, partly light chalu hase to saru padse. Thank you. This is the same hall where we set this up. We've been doing this annually for last 33 years. Next. Learning from this, we started going in different directions, different areas. And does anybody remember Kashmir earthquake? Yes. In the same hall, there were 500 people sitting in March of 2006. When we did the fundraiser for them, not only that, 70% of those 500 people were of Pakistani origin. Our people were timid to come, but they did show up. And of course, some of us were fortunate to travel to places, including being in Pakistan. I went there. I was taken to the epicenter on the Pakistan side of Kashmir earthquake, etc. We have done, next, we have helped raise funds for all these charities, natural disasters from 2005 to last year. We can talk about every individual one and we will never hear the music, but I will tell you about Turkey and Syria earthquake. Next slide, please. These are all the pictures from Turkey. Thanks to our major donors, Society Foundation, Sromamgal Family Trust, but I must mention one family, and we'll talk a little again, Ashok Bhai and Madhuben Patel from Dallas. His family, sent $199,000 to help people of Turkey and Syria. And ladies and gentlemen, they don't even live in Los Angeles. It's just our old friendship of late 70s. We sent 3 containers, 40 feet containers from India with the help of Bidra Sarvodaya Trust to Turkey and Syria. We involved even Turkey consulate in Los Angeles. And mainly they were prostheses and wheelchairs and other devices that people need for helping with the damages that happens to their legs and hands and things like that. We are still in touch. We were also able to donate money to create one mobile van that has several machines fitted that helps for this prosthesis, fine-tuning, etc. that's required. Next. We have served in 27 countries so far. All those which are highlighted with the white, which are 18 or 19, 18 I think, were Some of us have traveled to do missions. Most of the countries I have been to. Next. And we have people from Cameroon origin and Ghana origin sitting here with whom we have gone and done missions. Please, thank you. Moving on, do you remember Mr. Praveen Modi of GBS Linens and Mr. Harry Sidhu, the former NIM city mayor? They came to me in 2006. What you do in Jain Center, can you do it for city of Anaheim? That's the beginning. NIM Health Fair, first time in 2007, an annual event. It was on September 28 this year. From 2014, they gave us e-whole of NIM Convention Center. Everything, including parking, free for everybody. We've been doing this there for as many years. Many of you have volunteered. Some of you have supported financially. It just continues. This is the biggest health fair Anekant community does annually in Southern California. Next. All right, 2007 certainly happened to be a remarkable year. One, we started NIM Health Fair, that still continues. Another, we started surgical camp in Viara. For those who know Gujarat, it's about an hour and a half drive from Surat. And it was myself and B.U. Patel of Tasadia. We were doing a camp in Bardoli, India in 2006. And we wanted to do something that kind of wasn't working out well where we were. So my host, who happened to be N.G. Patel, he has passed away, but he has helped us things in Nigeria that you'll probably see a little bit. But anyway, he told me, I'll take you to Viara. All we do is 3 days of work, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Things are planned before. All free surgeries for those 3 days. For the medical people, they are hernia, hydrocele, hysterectomy, lumps and bumps, etc. 150 patients are served every year after year after year. This year, in the same 3 days, we did 219. Next. By the way, next year it is on January 10, 11, 12. Everybody is invited. So these are the pictures of what we do in Kalidas Hospital. That happens to be with a homeopathic college also. So we get a lot of volunteers of the college to help us. Next. And now we're going to move on to TCCOP, Tender Care Community Outreach Program. And that's subsidiary is not the right word. They just work with us. And we take care of them. They take care of us. They do phenomenal work in Southern California. And all those who are present, when I bring the next slide, please rise. And before I do that, I don't want to forget to thank Ms. Ria Mehta. She is our community member, Dr. Kapil and Jigna Mehta's daughter. She reached out to me just about 3-4 weeks ago. I want to learn and do some things volunteering, and I assigned her this task. She has never been anywhere. She has never seen anything. It's all me and her back and forth, and this presentation is result of Ria Mehta. Next, Ria. All right, so this is the TCCOP team. Darshana Shah, Sachi Jain, Prafula Shah, Jaina Science, Smita Dozi, please rise wherever you are. Light, please. They joined us, please, one more time so that people can see you. You know, Prafula Ben and Smita Ben, all, unless we see you, how can we give you more work? Here. Please come here, sure. That's TCCOP, and I'm going to walk you through a few slides Next, Ria. Jarak peli baju. Thank you. Thank you. Lights off again. Thank you. I'm going to go and give some titles of what they have been doing in Southern California. They joined ACC in 2008 and, of course, have never left. Next, preparing homemade meals, supporting the local communities with whatever. This is Valada's middle school, and they've literally adopted the school for whatever their needs are. Next. Christmas gifts, children, seniors, disabled, everybody will enjoy and like. Thank you. Next. So these are the list of the ongoing projects. Helping Valade School, breakfast and dinner every week, or breakfast every week, dinner every month. Seniors Christmas wish list, support of students, seniors, disabled, emotional and caregiving support to ill patients. They actually go and visit patients either at their home or in the hospital. Supporting homeless families, providing groceries. Next, Ria. So, these are their emails. Thank you. We appreciate TCCOP. Thank you. Next. Now, we go to South Africa. These are cataract surgeries. We have been there 4 times between 2010 and 2012, and it has a very special role in my personal life because that's when me and Kinna, while traveling, decided to get married, and from this stage, I think 11 and a half years ago, I talked that story. Next. So thank you, Kinna, and thank you, South Africa. In the year of 2008, we lost one of community member, Nalini Shah, and behind them, she passed away of breast cancer. Mukundrai Shah, her husband, and 2 daughters and their families, they decided to create this Nalini Shah Cancer Fund. And primarily, they work on helping people screen for breast and cervical cancers in India. They've done few missions, and certainly this is a picture from last year, I believe, along with the Rotary Club. They were checking these women out. Thanks. Next. Zambia. I happen to have lived there for almost 6 years, so it's very dear to me. First time we went there in 2007, and Dr. Kothari was with us. Then we went again in 2013, and then it had been an annual event. I have got different people who help manage different camps, and in this case, it's Dr. Butt, who happens to be my classmate back in Zambia. He lives there. His wife is a dentist, and they manage. Oh, thank you. This is Arun Arya. He was in Los Angeles. Now he has moved to Seattle. He is born Zambian. He goes and coordinates. I don't travel every year. I was there this year, but not. This plane, there's a purpose. There is a community called Mambilima. And to go there, you have to fly in a small seater plane. It's sometimes scary. Me and Kinna did it once. I'm not sure whether I've got that daring to do it again, but we go there, spend 3 nights, 3 to 4 days, and take care of children and adults there. It's very, very rewarding. People who have come from here, they just want to go back there. Can we just go back and serve there again for another time? So, very popular mission and very helpful. Next. Eye Care Mission to Jamaica. The video that you saw me, that was the first one. This year, in May, 3 days again. Again, this is, I carried that principle of Viara to Jamaica by accident. First time we did 5 days, they didn't want to do 5. They wanted to use the weekend, which was good for us. So I wanted to take vacation from work, and we work only 3 days. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I get 2 and now 3 ophthalmologists come from India. At that time, with 2, we did 225 in 5 days. This year, 3 days, 611 cataract surgeries. We work with Drs. Kiran and Pallavi Patel Foundation and then MBS Health Ministry. They are based in Florida. Next. Do anybody remember COVID? Right. Well, I'll tell you a story between me and Manubhai. We came back from India after the missions on January 20. Guess what? 2 days later, people can't fly. Anyway, so every day go home at 3:34. What am I going to do? All the missions that we had planned, we can't do. And all of a sudden, it occurred to me that during COVID, schools are closed, so students need to study at home. And I did know that Sarvamangal Family Trust, Manubhai and Rikaben, they donated several thousand to Pratham, the devices bought in India, tablets. So I called him, can we do something for children here? He says, yeah, you raise money for 100, I'll match 100. You know what? In 24 hours, what you all and many others did, you gave us funds for 500. And of course, we never stopped. It continued. We've given over 5,000, probably even more. Next. This is from Bina Park School District. You know that COVID was still there, all the masks. Next. 2024 has been an epic year for me personally this year and obviously for Anekant Community Center. And the reason is, for 3 years after persuasion by my son, I decided that I'm going to hang my shoes and retire. So that happened in April, but before that, from November last year, I decided we're going to do something big and major. So I had planned trips for several countries. And one important part of that trip was to screen 100,000 children and, of course, their staff and other adults for vision screening only, not the eye checkup, don't misunderstand me. Just vision screening, whether they need eyeglasses or not. And those who need, we will try and give the glasses, do our best to do that. And just all the eyeglasses that we've been able to give have been donated by Sarvamangal Family Trust. Next, I'm going to walk through several countries now. We also check for anemia, and this is Africa, April to May. We were in Ghana, Cameroon, and Nigeria. And there, MSI, Sarvamangal Family Trust, Sai Happiness Foundation, they even sent Jasmine Sharma from India to work with us. And where did we end up? 70,854 children in 15 days between those 3 countries. Jainaben, Maheshbai, and Ushaben, they were also part of this maddening. Next. Well, if you think this is fun, you are all invited. This was from Nigeria. I know, golden things are repeated, right? This is from Nigeria. We had 5 teams, 11 people from here, 9, one from Zambia, one from India. 5 teams, 5 days, they were going. Total, in those 5 days, we visited 98 schools. to see, to check 37,600 and some, 37, yeah, patients just in Nigeria. Next. The Africa continues. Now we go to Zambia, Kenya, and Uganda. And we come back with 48,000 and change checking there. Along with some cataract surgeries, we had a team going to Mambilima that I showed you, and we had some dental extractions, etc. done also. Next. Ghana, Dr. Agyeman Kwame. This gentleman, please rise, Kwame. He is an internist at Loma Linda University. 2018, we were doing free surgery at Dr. Patel's place, and Dr. Gomez, our surgeon from Loma Linda, brought him. He was a medical resident, and he said to him, this is the man, that's me, talk to Dr. Shai about what you want to do. You know, 2019 was our first mission in Ghana. You know how many places, first time we went and worked? 5 different cities for 5 days simultaneously. He coordinated all of that. It has expanded, which I won't go into the details at this time in the interest of time, but this year, I think we worked in 7 places, right? 7 places. Next. We do surgeries, vision, medical, dental, you name it, we try to do there. People know Acharya Channaji and Sadhvi Silapiji. She called earlier this year and wanted to do something in Nepal because Virat wants to expand their social services there. So in October, we were there. Unfortunately, floods really hit very hard. And 2 days before, we were even asked, are we going or not? And that was Jasmine Sharma for Bengaluru. And my answer was, as long as international flights are going, we are going to go. And Silapiji certainly made arrangements. The good thing, we were able to donate 100 tents and 1,000 blankets because it fit in very much about what ACC does, helping with natural disasters. Next. We were in India after the Nepal trip in Chandigarh, Delhi, and Gorakhpur, medical screening, vision screening, and eyeglasses distribution. Totally Chandigarh, we saw 8,000 plus for eye screening. Next. This is from Gorakhpur, similar things. Next. And then we were at, does anybody remember Acharya Lokesh Muniji? Yeah, so he invited us to do things in, what's the name? I'm forgetting, Manubhai. But he has built a World Peace Center. And we did a pre-inaugural event of medical mission there for 1 day, and we saw 570 people there. So this is, in summary, obviously, I haven't gone to all 27 countries, and I don't intend to. But this is what we want to do in future that I'll touch base. And of course, this is on top of what we normally, regularly have been doing. So that will be missions in India, Zambia, Ghana, Jamaica, Mexico. So those missions will happen. But our challenge is to go and screen 1 million children and staff in the world. Anybody wants to join? Please. We are exploring Fiji, Tanzania, Romania, Nicaragua, and Guatemala for missions. I know all of them will not happen, but I'm hoping a couple of them will. Fiji is almost certain. We'll be there in May. We have an offer. This is something that we have been doing under Joy Upsetting Foundation at Sanatan Temple during COVID. We have served 355,000 meals, and now, thanks to Manu Vaisa, we are doing it every other Sunday at Gurukul in Corona. But I think we are trying to find a home, organization, so that's on the table for Anekant Community Center. And of course, cataract surgeries we've been doing. Actually, so far from 2019 till now, we've done 9,000 cataract surgeries in Ghana alone. And I'm sure many of you had supported with donations for those, because we just give them consumables, buy from India and ship them. We don't go there or be there. Next. I think now it's for some part for next 1 minute or so. My favorite slides that about happiness, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. I can't resist to repeat it. If you all believe in Dalai Lama, the purpose of our life is to seek happiness, and I had to go to China to find what makes me happy. Next. The secret is, if you want to be happy for an hour, take a nap. Next. If you want to be happy for a day, go golfing. If you want to be happy for a month, get married. All those unmarried people, sorry for all married people, but if you want to be happy for a year, inherit a fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, money will keep you happy only for so long because you can neither eat, drink, or sleep with money. Next, but if you want to be happy for a lifetime, go help someone else. She is Naina Patel from Diamond Bar. She was with us in 2007 in Zambia. And because she happened to be a school teacher at that time, we sent her one afternoon to play with the children in school. So that's the picture. Next. And I personally believe true happiness comes from serving an unknown. Someone that you do not know, someone from whom you do not expect anything in return. So far, I have been involved in 888 missions in 27 countries. I would say 70–80% of them are done under Anekant Community Center. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last slide. With that, we will move on to the next part, and I will request Mr. Harkishan Bhai Vasa to come and introduce our standalone comedian. Thank you, Harkishan Bhai. The screen can go off now, lights can be on, whatever people wants for the light, please do.
Thank you, Nitin Bhai. We all know that laughter is the best medicine. So that's what you're going to get now, best medicine from the laughter. So we have Vipul Munshi. He has performed comedy in a laugh store, in a improv, in a comedy factory, lot of places, thousands of different shows for more than 10 years. And he does a comedy in Gujarati, Hindi, and English. But today I have asked him to perform comedy in English because we have a lot of people who don't understand Gujarati or Hindi. So that's why the comedy is going to be in English. So Vipul Munshi, please come on over and let's get some entertainment going.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. Vach. Yeah, give it up for yourselves really quick, guys. How are we doing tonight? All right. Talk about following Dr. Shah, huh? There's no pressure there. Is there any way to feel less productive in your life? Huh? I thought I did something with my life until I saw that presentation. No. So how this works a little better is I know we've been sitting through a few things. I need a little bit of energy. I'm going to say hey. You say ho. Hey. Hey. All right, there we go. We're doing good. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Vipul Munshi. I grew up in a first-generation immigrant household, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Growing up in a first-generation immigrant household, there it is, was very unique. My parents wanted to give me the most American experience, so they said, we're going to name you Vipul Munshi. All of high school, All of high school, I played sports. You know what they yelled out? Nipple munchies. All of high school. They learned their lesson really quick because my sister got Heather. Can you imagine that? That's as American as they get. And being from a first-generation immigrant household, we are used to sarcasm. There's never a direct answer in the Indian household. Never a direct answer. Never. Not once. I dropped a vase once, and my dad goes, wow, I'm glad you can catch. What is that? What is that? Huh? When I told my parents I wanted to become a comedian, I was expecting what? Love and support. Exactly. Exactly. My mom knew what a comedian was, but she says, comedian? Not even a word, just this. Mom, comedian, I want to make people laugh. She goes, well, when are you going to be done making me cry? Huh? Huh? Then I said, Mom, YOLO. You only live once, Mom. You only live once. And you know what she said? Silly boy, you're Indian. You're going to come right back, and hopefully you'll disappoint less people. She's so proud of me. And we'll get this to work. Don't you worry. We'll get this to work. We'll get this to work. Growing in a first-generation immigrant household, I was very lucky because my mom also never said no to anything. Anything whatsoever. If I wanted it, I got it. Now, what I wanted and what I got might have been different things, but I got it. I'll tell you a story. In middle school, actually, I had these pants I saw my friends had. It was Adidas pants. You know Adidas with the 3 stripe on the side? They were track pants. Not that I ran track, clearly, but I wanted the pants. So I went home like, Mom, I want these pants. I want these pants. Please get me these pants. Please, Mom, please. She goes, fine, shut up. Next day, I woke up. I saw the pants. It's like, wow, I am loved. I put the pants on. You know when you're in middle school, you put on something new, you want to show it off. So I go to school. In front of all my friends, by the way, I'm just like, I'm walking awkwardly. I'm just like, look at my pants. Look at my pants. And my friends are like, oh my God, you got them. You got them. And then one of my friends goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think Adidas has 4 stripes. I don't think it does. So I ran home. I'm like, Mom, what is this? What is this? Adidas doesn't have 4 stripes. She goes, listen, I saw those pants. They were $39.99. I saw pants with 1 extra stripe for $9.99. I was like, oh, what do you mean? We're going to switch mics? All right. Is that better? What do you mean, Mom? What do you mean? What do you mean? The best time in my household was holiday. Nobody wants to listen to the bald Indian. There it is. Christmas and Thanksgiving was the best in my house because we again, our parents wanted us to feel American, right? So they did whatever we can. So for Christmas, my mom was very excited, and she always wanted us to give us everything she ever wanted, anything we wanted. So once I said, Mom, is Santa coming? Is Santa coming? And my dad was one of those type of people where he would do it, but begrudgingly. And so I want you to imagine this. We're sitting at the dinner table, and my mom's like, get ready, beta, Santa's coming tonight. I'm like, oh my God, this is exciting. This is going to be so amazing. So it's me, my sister, my mom, and my dad. And there's just a feast of Indian food. It's amazing. And then my mom looks at my dad at the dinner table and goes, and my dad doesn't like to get up while he's eating. So then my mom kicks him. Go, Santa's coming. Yeah. Don't worry. So my dad gets up from the dinner table, walks out right in front of us, goes to the bedroom, dresses up in a red kurta, walks right by us as he's still eating his food, closes the door, the front door, and waits for 5 minutes like we didn't just see that. Knocks on the door. We know who it is. Mom decides to go, "What? Is that Santa?" What? Mom, I think that's Dad. No, Dad's in the bathroom. It's Santa. Go open the door. All right, so my sister and I go to the door. We open it, and we see what? We see my dad. And my dad, because he doesn't know what Santa Claus actually does, starts singing, "Oh, ho!" Like a Bollywood movie. He's just going off. "What are you doing?" "Santa Claus is here." He had the red bag and everything. He opens the bag up, and you know what the gifts were? The stuff out of our room. What? What? What is that? Are you kidding me? That made no sense. It made no sense at all to me. I was like, what is this? I'm going to be hurt for the rest of my life. But they never said no. They never said no. I got to give them that. They never said no. A big week this week. The election just ended. Pretty crazy week, right? Very crazy week. We all know who some people voted for. We all know who I voted. Everybody knows who everybody voted for. I'm going to tell you a story about my neighbor. My neighbor and I have seen each other, but we've never spoken to each other, right? But this is the day after the election. I knew who she voted for because let's just say she has Caucasian skin. And she knew who I voted for because, well, look at me. But this moment in the morning, we cross paths and we stare at each other. And it's just awkward silence. And I can tell in her head, she's thinking, I voted yesterday. What are you still doing here? And I wanted to sit there and really maybe introduce myself, get to know her. This community, this country was built on immigrants, right? Even if $98 billion is paid by undocumented immigrants, let alone documented. So I wanted to educate her. I wanted to tell her. I wanted to let her know. But I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. No. I didn't do that. What I did was I stared for 5 more seconds and I said, please don't do it, man. Please. I love tamales. You like tamales? You want some tamales? You want some salt and pepper tamales? And then I ran. And I came straight. And I came straight here, so there's no way I'm going home. There's no way I'm going home. There's absolutely no way I'm going home. I got married 2 years ago, which has been a beautiful journey. And before you get married, everybody tells you, find somebody that resembles the love your mother gives you. The love, the nurture, the compassion, the unconditional care. That's what they tell you, right? So I did. I found somebody like that. I found somebody that tells me everything that's wrong with me. Every single thing. Absolutely every single thing. And the way she does it is so beautiful. She never makes it seem like it's her idea. Are you sure you want to wear that? Well, yeah, it's on me. What are you talking about? That's it. That's absolutely it. That's absolutely it. During the wedding process, it was really funny because my mom, she wants me to be a traditional man. But I have what the medical term is childbearing hips. Pop! You can't, my problem is because they're so wide, I sometimes stand like this, and apparently men don't stand like this. So it never, and then during the wedding, my wife and I were throwing the whole wedding because we didn't want to bother our parents with it. And so there was points where my fiance at the time would call and say, hey, Vipul, I need you to go pick up this, and I need you to go pick up this. And my mom Every time she calls, you run. Every time she calls, you run. Better be a man. Be a man. And as she's telling me this, she's calling me. I was like, Mom, I got to go pick up these cupcakes, man. I got to go. I got to go pick up these cupcakes. At the wedding, we got married, and the next morning, my mom, she says, Beta, son, I am so sorry. I'm like, for what? She goes, I forgot to leave the turmeric milk by your bed. Huh? For what? For what? For strength. What? For strength? You better strength. Mom, please stop talking now. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Being married, I've learned a lot from my wife as well. I've learned that there is 5 love languages. Did you guys know any of these? Does anybody know these? May I share them with you? Everybody over here is like, it's too late, man. It's too late. There's only one, and I'm still here. But according to my generation, there's 5. There's acts of kindness. There's gift receiving, words of affirmation, and the mic is gone. And she said, Vipul, do you know what your love language is? And I said, no. Is it paying bills on time? Bills on time. It's the best thing ever. She goes, no, your love language is quality time. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's real cute. She goes, do you know what mine? And by the way, when women want something out of you, do you know what mine is? Do you know what mine is? I'm like, what's yours? She goes, gift receiving. I'm like, that sounds like mine's free. How does that work? It's great, isn't it? It's great. No, being married is great. My wife is also a dog owner, and she's like, Vipul, I've never been a dog owner, but she's a dog owner. Any dog owners in here? We got a few in there. That's amazing. She said, you know, Vipul, you don't know the empathy and the unconditional love of a dog. You don't know. Anytime you come home, the dog loves you. Anytime, it's just unconditional. And I said, yeah, if you had a leash around my neck and told me where to go and what to do, I'd love you too forever. That don't sound like a choice to me. What do you mean? And it's amazing. She knows everything about her dog. She knows everything. Before the dog even needs it, she goes, oh, my dog's hungry. Oh, my dog's this. I'm like, oh, wow. You're like, your dog and you have a real connection. It's a real bond. The next day, I was like, hey, I'm really hungry. Where's my food? Why don't you tell me, Vipul? Well, you don't speak English, and I don't know. We don't have a connection. You have a bigger connection with your dog. I don't get it. I don't get it. At what point we decided that we wanted to open a wine store situation one day in Gujarat. We thought, hey, it doesn't exist. Maybe one day they want to do it. So we Googled how to say wine in Gujarati. Have you guys ever looked this up? We looked at wine flight. No. Literally, if you look up how to say wine flight, it looks like who they hire, it's wine-a, flight-a. You know somebody lied on their resume to get that job at Google. They just added 3 extra A's at the end. That's not the right word. That's not the right word. That's for sure. That's for sure. Sometimes I like to pretend if Shakespeare had Indian food and he wrote Hamlet, Scene 3, Act 1. To be or not to be? You're stupid. Go be something and make some money. That's pretty much the end of that act right there. That's pretty much the end of that act right there. I've been in California for most of my life, and At one point, I realized I might need therapy because of the career choices I've made. Here I am. And the irony is my mom wanted to become exactly what all of you are, successful. And so I talked to my therapist. And my therapist told me things that I could never imagine, taught me so many things. Said, Vipul, you could set boundaries with your parents. What? Boundaries with my parents? She goes, Vipul, you can say no to your parents. I'm like, that's phenomenal information. So I go home, visit my parents, and my mom's like, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to go here. And I'm like, no. No. She goes, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, no. Hey? No? Why? I'm like, because Mom, I need to set boundaries. Quickest way to get killed in a family, by the way, is tell your immigrant parents you want to set boundaries. Because they have no problem taking your life. Zero problem. Because you want to set boundaries in my house. So then she took a pen and drew it around me. She goes, there's your boundary. Don't leave that boundary. Don't leave that boundary. Amazing. Amazing. It's been an amazing journey, and it's been phenomenal. And I would like to say a few things in regards to what the ACC, Dr. Shah, Mr. Vasa, and in general, I think if we've learned anything in the past 7-8 years since the pandemic at least, that none of this is going to last forever. None of this. And I am very grateful and honored to be in presence of people that have taken time out of their lives, energy, money, and dedicated to the world. And I'm extremely grateful that you guys have had me here today to maybe bring a little laughter to you as well. And thank you to each and every one of you for coming out here and doing that. Hope you guys had some fun tonight. I will not go out of that boundary. I'm staying right here. I'm staying right here. Please continue to do the good work you guys do. I hope you guys had fun tonight. My name is Vipul Munshi. You can find me at vipulmunshi.com, or you can find me in this boundary right here. Thank you very much. Are you going to be coming up, Dr. Shah? Okay. I still have those pants. I'll give them to you.
Thank you very much. I think this is for you. Just take it. Yes, take it. That's fine. I request Dr. Mahendrabhai Shah and Dr. Rameshbhai Kothari, and Maheshbhai, if you can give me those top things. Please join me on the podium. We're going to start recognizing past presidents, and I'm going to start with none other than Mr. Kantibhai Shah. What do I tell about, or what do we learn from this 92-year-old man? Mr. Kantibhai Shah, please come up. He joined SEC several years ago, and when the things were challenged, I very distinctly remember Kantibhai said, Nitinbhai, SEC is doing good work. Do not fear, do not worry, march on. If ACC stands today here, a large part of it is because of this young man. Yes, he has not traveled anywhere, but he has always been there for an IM Health Fair and for every small and big question. He certainly worked hard to put the finances together for ACC. Kandibai, I don't know whether we would be standing here today without your efforts and commitment. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Next one or તમારી પાસે રાઈટ અપ છે તમે પેલું લઈ લો મહેશ જય જિનેન્દ્ર so many things for the Anekant community you have heard so and during the so many presidencies it has happened but as Nitin Bhai has mentioned that he is the founder member of this ACC. So now I would like to call Mr. Mahesh Bhai Wadar, past president of Anekant community. Please come down over here. We want to recognize you. Thank you very much. Mahesh Bhai Wadar is a businessman. Now he has retired from his business. At that time, he was allocating his time for the services, and we expect more now when he is retired. So he has worked 2 terms as a president of the Anekant community. He is a leader. And many of you know that while his Jaina presidency, we have enjoyed in Los Angeles the Jaina convention. And it was a very good, so far I have remembered, none other than that I have observed. Next year we are going to Chicago, but under the leadership of Mahesh Bhai Wadar, we have enjoyed and we have given our compliments to him and now he deserves it. Mahesh Bhai Wadar and his wife, Usaben, has volunteered in Vision Screen in Nigeria also. So we are very proud of it, that whatever they have seeds here, and we are enjoying the growth of it. Thank you, Mahesh Bhai. Thank you very much. Now I would like to call Harkishan Bhai Vasha. Harkishan Bhai Vasha was also a businessman. He has many community services. He was here for 1 term as the president of ACC, and at present he is also a president of our senior association. Harkishan Bhai Vasai is more fond of making the program for this type of entertainment. I'm working with him with senior association, and he has a big heart, and he brings the talented people on the stage, and they are not asking any money for it. That is what I have observed since working with him. So, Harkishan Bhai Vasa, thank you very much for your contribution to the Jain Center and other than the Jain Center. Thank you very much. I would like to call Ramesh Bhai Doshi, but he is not here. Ramesh Bhai Doshi is in India. He has worked one term as a president of ACC. He has a community services. He was and he is still having the community services. And last but not the least, I will call Dr. Nitin Bhai. Nitin Bhai, please, we have learned a lot. Need not to say anything about him, everybody knows. But one thing I would like to say is a founder member of the ACC. While I was in EC community, he brought this idea and it works so nicely. And is coordinating and participating in medical camps. Is a founding president of ACC. He has served 2 terms, but without any terms or no terms. He is working so hard. He was a past president of JCSC and working with his heart in it. And Ramesh Bhai Kothari will enlighten something.
We save the best for the last. He's a man of the vision. Brought us, everybody, to serve and work for the community with a good heart. He started this ACC in 2005 and the founder president. 3 main characteristics I work with him. Number 1, find the right person, assign them a work, and leave them alone. He do not micromanage. His second characteristic, I'm always afraid of it. He tells me especially, or anybody, you have to take care of this thing. And with my busy schedule in the office, at the same time working for my wife at home. So if I procrastinate or if I don't finish it in time, he never reminds me. After a day or 2, if I tell him that Nitin Bhai, I forgot this, I'll take care of it, He said, don't worry, Ramesh, I took care of it. He will find the right person, like I said, and if I don't do it or anybody, he will do by himself. He never act as a boss. And that's his characteristic. Don't let me procrastinate, and I'm afraid of it. Thank you, sir, for disciplining me for all these years. And third characteristic, give him a work. I will not put him, I cannot, that almost at the level of Mother Teresa, because Mother Teresa worked only in Calcutta. But for him, give him work anywhere, any part in the world. And without any hesitant, he'll say, okay, we'll take care of it. Once, just couple line, I'll give you example. After we went to Zambia, there was a Dr. Allen with us from Colombia, right? And he came up and everybody was afraid to go Colombia. And Dr. Allen said that he want to do something like this in Colombia country, in my country. And he said that do this, whatever the basic work you can do. And then whosoever person taking care of there, you put me in his context. And about in 12 or 15 months, we were in country of Colombia. So that's the man of the vision. Give him work anywhere in the world and he will take care of it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Ramesh Bhai. It was another country, not Colombia, but you are very true. We don't keep no as an answer. Before we move on to the donors recognition, I will just read what we have given to all the past presidents. Anekant Community Center, Volunteer Recognition Award presented to, actually this is to Prafulla Shah for working selflessly to coordinate several activities of TCCOP. So Prafulla Ben, come on down. And it is from Board of Directors, November 10, 2024. While Prafulla Ben comes, I will just read for the President. President for 2 years, 4 years, whatever, who has worked tirelessly to further the mission of ACC. This is for all past presidents, Board of Directors, November 10, 2024. Prafulla Ben. No, that's fine.
I'd like to say some word, a few words.
Sure.
Pranam. Thank you, Anekant Community Center, for honoring us with this outstanding award. This award is a testament of all the hard work poured into this project. Thank you for recognizing us. It is incredible that 16 years ago, a single thought of compassion has grown into a monumental outcome. It is a joyful reminder that our commitment and dedication is making a difference in so many people's lives. This award is not about me. It is about a whole team, a team that came together to make this world, our world, a better place for all the people. It is for the homeless. First of all, it is for the forgotten children who want education, and voiceless, homeless, and seniors who are desperately in need of basic necessities. We, the whole team, get the priceless honor of witnessing the joy and smile on the faces of the needy people. We thank every single person who has helped us to make this project successful. We could not have been this far without your support. We did this together, and let's keep pushing forward. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Prafulla Ben. I request Mahesh Bhai Wadar and Kanti Bhai Shah to come up. We're going to recognize major donors, and most of you sitting here have been donors for Anekant Community Center. And it's kind of was hard, and yet we had to take some decisions, draw some lines. So this is where we drew the line. There are 4 families who have contributed over $100,000 over the last 20 years for the functions and humanitarian missions of Anekant Community Center, whom we are going to recognize today. I think they do deserve a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Incidentally, 3 of them are, or their representatives are not present. I will talk about the two who are not, and then Maheshbhai will talk about the two, and then we will have the last one as one who is present, that's Manubhai and Rikaben Shah. First, Pravinbhai Modi, who came and brought the city of Anaheim for Anaheim Health Fair that we have so successfully been conducting annually. And the proud thing is, Pravinbhai left us several years ago, but his daughter Sujata Modi Kamdar continued to support Anaheim Health Fair. So one of the plaque is to Sujata Modi Kamdar, Pravinbhai Modi, which is a posthumous, and to GBS Linens. Thank you. Another one is for Ashokbhai and Madhuben Patel, who I mentioned before, ardent supporter of natural disasters, and now they've come up with, you do anything for Africa, we will support you. So the second award goes to Ashokbhai Madhuben Patel. No, keep the lights on, please. And now, I'm going to request Maheshbhai for the other two awards.
Jai Janendra, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swami Narayan, Jai Prabhu. We all saw the SEC presentation done by Nitin Bhai Shah. Amazing job that SEC has done, and obviously conducted by Nitin Bhai Shah. SEC has touched millions of people. Those needy, helpless people that probably if we want to go and shake hands, we may even say no, sorry. Those type of people that Nitin Bhai have touched and made a difference. To do all these services, obviously, we need tons of money. Where would this money come from? And that is when we need generous people like Manubhai and Rikaben Shah. Manubhai and Rikaben Shah are very well known in the society, and they are very well known even globally, because today everyone knows who these people are. They stand behind any calamities, any needy help, any type of humanitarian services that is needed. Manubhai and Rikaben are there, and they donate in millions. So, saying that, please, Manubhai and Rikaben, please come on the stage. This award says, Anekant Community Center presents Donor Recognition Award to Rikaben Manubhai Shah and family, Sarvamangal Family Trust, for your generosity to advance the mission of SEC. Board of Directors, November 10, 2024. the second main donor for all these projects of SEC for the humanitarian services is B.U. Patel and Pushpa Patel. And Nitin Bhai Shah is going to be taking this recognition award from SEC on behalf of B.U. Patel. Thank you.
Let's hear from Manu Bhai.
Jai Jinendra, Jai Ho. It is a privilege for me and Rika to stand here as part of this extraordinary community. We don't see ourselves as just donors to the Anekant Community Center. We consider ourselves true partners in your mission.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Inspired by the dedication and selflessness that each of you bring to this important work. If I may be clear, please never thank us for donations. It is us, we who are deeply grateful to you, the volunteers, the organizers, and supporters of SEC. You are allowing us to do what we want to do meaningfully. Thank you. Every health fair organized, every life you touch, every family you uplift is a testament to your commitment to making this world a kinder, healthier, and more inclusive place. Through Sarvamangal Family Trust and Sai Happiness Foundation, we are honored to stand beside you. But the real heroes are here, in this room, wearing the SEC badge, working tirelessly and compassionately each and every day. Thank you. You are the ones uplifting communities, reaching thousands of people, and truly embodying the spirit of Anekant. Tonight, our message to you is simple. Be bold and think big. All right? We are there, but you guys have to think. Be bold and think big. Your work has impacted countless lives already, but we know that there are always more people to reach, more ways to expand, more needs to uplift, and you will need more volunteers. We are here to support you in every way possible today and always. SCC holds a special place in our hearts, and we truly believe in the impact of your work. Keep it up. Keep growing. You have our support forever and our gratitude always.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to be part of this journey with you. Together, let us continue to dream big and make even bigger impacts. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have one more.
Manu Bhai, in fact, has an open checkbook for SEC. Thank you for that, Manu Bhai. A big round of applause for Manu Bhai and Rika Ben. Oh, I'm sorry.
My open checkbook is open until my last check bounce. Bharati, Bhavna, are you ready? Okay. Here is a poem from me to Anekant Community Center and TCC Opoi. In the heart of our gathering tonight we stand, honoring your generosity hand in hand. Oh no, I got the wrong. Sorry. Okay, here it is. In this room of giving hearts, together we rise. In this room of giving hearts, where kindness forms and hope imparts, we gather close in spirit bound with gratitude so deep, profound. For Anekant, a beacon bright, guide us through the darkest night. Beyond relief, a bridge to dreams where dignity in each life beams. To you all volunteers, all organizers, all working together, to you who give and give again in countless ways through joy and strain, with open hearts you build and live, transforming lives with every gift. Through health fairs near and far we roam, bringing care, a touch, a home, from hands that heal to hearts that care. Your presence, you are present strong in every prayer. And my friend Prafulla and all the tender care. Our tender care outreach strives anew for children facing hardness too. We bring them light, a hopeful view, and food and warmth as they push through. With each prepared and loving meal, a warmth and strength that they can feel. The elderly we cherish near, reminding them they are held so dear. And to all our partners in this dream, was boundless love and action stream. We offer thanks, but more than that, you are the reason we stand today here. So be bold, dream big, press on, and we say there is more to build, more lives to sway. In unity we walk this road, together sharing every load. Our hearts forever in your hands as we shape hope and healing sands. Thank you, friends, for all you give, for through you countless others' life.
Thank you very much, Manubhai. And now we come to the last part, and as they say, we saved the best for the last. You all have been very patiently listening, watching, and we would like to recognize few of the mission volunteers. So, please do not shy. Please rise when we say this particular one. There are going to be 7. And Ramesh Bhai Kothari is going to start with the first one, and then I'll do the other 6. But I repeat, and some people I know may never have to sit down because they've been everywhere. Thank you. Hold on.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. First of all, like Dr. Shah said, we started this health fair first community work since 1991, and we grew all around the world since 2005 under ACC, Anekant Community Center. So whosoever have helped us, and if they are here, please rise. Either you have helped with just giving us your guideline or some guidance or some ideas, or by giving your time or money or actual being present on the Health Fair Day at the Jain Center, at Anekant Community Center. Please rise so everybody will thank you. Don't be shy. Whosoever help, Everybody, please get up. Whosoever help us in the health fair or during the health fair in preparation or anything. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay. And we thank you all. Thank you.
Now comes another big one, NIM Health Fair. Please. Come on, Karen. I know you're going to keep rising and sitting, but hey, most of these volunteers have worked tirelessly over the years, year after year after year. And you know, nobody will ever be able to tell what should come first, money or time. This is something that will never be resolved. And if you ask me, there's need of both. We certainly need the volunteers, but to expand, to grow, to do more, we certainly will need money. So, and somebody has rightly said, why don't we pay volunteers, Manubhai? Well, because they are priceless. The next, there are tons of missions in last 20 plus years we have done in India, and many of you have been with us. If you ever traveled even once to India for a mission, please rise and be recognized. Yeah, very good. Deepak Bhai, Sandhya, you know, thank you, thank you. All right. Zambia. Is anybody here who has been to Zambia? Sure. It's okay, Kina, you can rise too. All right, coming to another favorite place, Jamaica. That's right, Deepak Bhai. What are we going to do? You know, we need to make, this couple has traveled with us so many places, but more importantly, they have a special role in Jamaica. You know, you saw in that video Kinna's Kitchen. It's Sadhna's Kitchen in Jamaica. They literally feed 12, 14, 15, 16 people 3 to 4 days. Thank you. Kwame, let's go to Ghana. Well, sorry, Deepak, but you'll have to rise again, man. Yeah, thank you, Ramesh Bhai. Well, we need to go to Nigeria, Ramesh Bhai. Nigeria. Again, Deepak Bhai, so sorry. Yes, Jaina Ben. And we had Miss Navina from Zambia traveled there, and Miss Jasmine Sharma traveled from India to those missions. And last but not the least, everybody who volunteered locally. We do on an average 6 to 8 free community health fairs in Southern California. Yes, my wife wants to go to Cameroon, and Petri took us there. That's right. Good. Thank you. Think you've all been wonderful. We are ready to go back to listen to some wonderful Bollywood music. And truly, it has been an honor to take this journey. And obviously, we are just expanding rather than stopping. And we would love anybody to be a part, any which way. You can ask Jaina Ben, even better than Jaina Ben, because we trained her at least for 1 hour. Mahesh Bhai and Nusa Ben had no training, and they traveled to Nigeria, and they were part of visit to those 98 schools. Thank you, guys. Please, music. We can turn the YouTube off, please, Dinesh Bhai. Bye. Thank you very much.
Paresh Bhai, Ankit, please come on the stage. Let's have more music.